almost completely divine. But his vocabulary is killing this romance of mine. We get into an intimate situation, and then begins this Romeo's conversation. He says, murder, he says. Every time we kiss, he says, murder, he says. At a time like this, he says, murder, he says. Is that the language of love? He says, solid, he says. Takes me in his arms and says, solid, he says. Meaning all my charms, he says, solid, he says. Is that the language of love? He says, chick, chick, you torture me. Zoot, are we living? I'm thinking of leaving him flat. He says, dig, dig the jumps, the old ticker is given. Now he can talk plainer than that. He says murder, he says. Every time we kiss, he says murder, he says. Keep it up like this and that, murder, he says. In that impossible tone, will bring on nobody's murder but his own. He says Jackson, he says. And my name's Marie, he says Jackson, he says. Shoot the snoot to me, he says Jackson, he says. Is that the language of love? He says, whoop, whoop, he says. When he likes my hat, he says, what the heck is that? He says, whoop, whoop, he says. Is that the language of love? He says, hep, hep with helium. Now, babe, we're cooking, and other expressions to it. He says, we're into groove, and Dick Groove is good looking. He sounds like his uppers don't fit. He